aboard. My name is Ksar with Orbit Local, and today I am going to share with you our standard operating procedure known as an SOP. It's a guide that provides step-by-step instructions on how to set up a Google Ads campaign targeting a local audience. This SOP is available for download for free on our website. When you're starting out a new search campaign, you want to log into your Google Ads account and then click on campaigns. In the new interface, click on the new campaign button here. It is recommended that you start by clicking on create a campaign without a goals guidance, then click on search. And then you also want to add goals for website visits. Here's where you add in your website. You also want to add phone calls as goals. Here's where you add the phone calls, and then you add in the phone number that you want your calls to go to. Then you want to change your bidding strategy. By default, Google's going to set it to conversions. However, we don't have any conversions data on a new campaign, so I highly recommend changing the bidding strategy to focus on clicks. From here, we'll then gather information, and then we'll start to see conversions coming in, and later on, we'll switch that to maximize conversion. There is an option to set up your customer acquisitions to bid for new customers only. However, in order to do that, you need to set up your Google tags to capture people that are visiting your website and then add that to your custom audience list. Another recommendation, by default, on a search-only campaign, Google has the option to include Google Display Network, but we don't want to select that. This is a Google search-only campaign. For the search network, they also include Google Search Partners. To start out, I would select this to test. And the reason why I use Google Search Partners is it'll also allow your ads to show in the sponsor results in the map section. If you don't do this, it'll just be on Google search only. So select that. Next, you want to select your target location. Here, there are a few ways of doing it. Click on the advanced option. I toggle show ads in all areas because I like to hover over the locations and then click on each of the locations to include, or you can exclude. Next, there's another option where you can add locations in bulk. This is where you click add locations in bulk. You can copy or type in the locations line by line. A quick tip here is you can limit the results to just the United States by typing in United States and selecting that here. Also, you can target these locations. You can also add a list of countries to exclude. On my personal website, I have a list here that you can copy of all the countries. Copy this and then paste it into the text field here in your locations tab. Search for the location, and then you can click on exclude all to exclude all the countries. If you want it to be hyper-focused to just that location and you want more restrictions, this list of states to use in your exclusion list, go back to your locations, click add location to bulk, paste in the states, click on restrict locations. So it only pulls states within the country. Click on the United States, click search, and then exclude all. Save. If you were targeting a local area, you want to refine it to just English. You want to make sure you select English from the languages section, select an audience segment to add to your campaign. You can browse, you can search, you can add demographics, employment. You can also add company size if you're targeting businesses, target affinity audience. You can browse and you can see what the available options are. We want to target business services. Under business services, you can also click on the drop down to expand more and select what's relevant to your campaign. Under business services, advertising and marketing, this is relevant to Orbit Local, so I would select that. SEO and SEM services is also under this business services section, so I would click on that. Ad segments for folks that have interacted with your business. Grab your data from your list, from add in a custom list. We use HubSpot where we dynamically collect the contacts list. Select this to add to the campaign. This section shows you how to add AdWords optimized, any remarketing list, or a combination of the two. You also want to have more control. You don't want Google to automatically create assets for you. So turn that off here in this section under automatically created assets. Click on the more settings icon. Google rotates your ads. They optimize, prefer best performing ads. If you want more control, you can change it to do not optimize, rotate ads evenly. So that way you can determine on your own which ad is working best. By default, your ad schedule is set to all days. Make sure you update this to show your ads on your start and end times and the days you want your ads to run. This is how you do that. In this guide here, it'll show you screenshots. Now that Google's using generative AI, based on your landing page, AI will pull in information about your products or your services. What you want to do is review this to make sure it is accurate, and then make any changes that are necessary. Go to keywords and ads. You want to scroll down to the ad group and rename it here. Once the keyword suggestions load, provide you with a list of keywords. If it pulls in your brand name from your landing page, you want to remove it. You want to target folks who don't know your brand or searching for your brand. So I highly suggest removing that. In this field, copy the suggested keywords, but we want to find more. The keyword planner under tools and keyword planner, click on discover new keywords. When you click here, it's going to take you to this screen. By default, it sets the location to United States. If you're looking for a more specific area, you want to update this location, remove United States, enter the location, and then include that location. Click save. Go back to this field and paste in the keywords from the Google Ads suggestions. Click get results and sort by the highest average monthly searches. You can also sort by top of the page bid to see what the costs are, and you can select keywords based on cost. You can also refine this list by each of these topics. Customize a column view that you want to copy your keywords and then switch back to your Google search campaign draft and paste in the keyword. I highly recommend adding different match types. Here, it'll show you how to add each match types for phrase and exact. Your brackets directly here to refine your keywords. And then scroll down to the ad, update your display path. You can add in, call to action or even a keyword in path one. Edit that, click on calls extension and add in the phone number. Again, click save, click apply. Generative AI now automatically adds the headlines and description. Edit these. Do that by typing in the, curly bracket. This should pull up keyword insertion, then enter your default text. Select title case for best practice and then hit apply. Try to get a score of good or excellent. You can look at the headlines for more ideas. Make your headlines and descriptions unique. You can also preview your ads in desktop or on mobile. Edit your descriptions by clicking in the field. Use title case for best practice so it's more prominent. Here are some examples. The description, you can delete it altogether in the field, and then Google will give you ideas based on your website and existing ads. Include call to actions in the descriptions, like get a free quote. You can edit it in the field directly. Review the suggested images. Select and deselect the images that you want to add to your ad. Here's more detail. Grab images from your website or social media links. Add your business name, but in order to add your business name, add your business name here, so it'll show up in the headline. Add your logos. Google will automatically pull your suggestions from your website for your logos. Select it and make your edits. Create site links. I recommend at least 4. This section shows you how to add it, edit, and add assets from your library. Save when you're all done. Next, you want to add callouts. Callouts are benefit statements. Click on the callouts. Here's where it'll show you the details step by step. Once you're good with it, add more assets types to your ad by clicking on more asset types. You can add promotions, prices, structured snippet, show your promotions. You can do that there. If you want to list your pricing, you can do that here. Add structured snippets, add a service catalog. These screenshots show you how to add that here. Add locations. You want to link up your Google business profile to your campaign so you can select it at the campaign level. Add a leads form where it'll pop up request a quote button underneath the ads. However, this is something that you would need to download manually in the report, or if you're using a service like HubSpot, it will dynamically pull your contacts into your CRM. Add a tracking template if you have it. We use ClickGuard and ClickTell, where it does have tracking templates. We would add that in there. Add the final URL parameters. Then click next. Set your custom budget. This is your average daily budget where you can have more control by just adding. Don't use the recommended budget that Google gives you. Click next, and then final step, publish, double check everything, and then publish campaign. That's just a brief overview of our SOP, but we do have this available for download as a free PDF on our website, and I'll share that link with you in the description. Thanks for watching. If you want more content like this, I highly recommend subscribing. Thank you.